Hey everyone, it's Steve from McFate's Corner. It's Sunday, October 12th, and it's a very nice early autumn day. The weather's been mild here in northwest Illinois. It's 77 degrees. We have a real nice 11-12 mile per hour wind out of the southeast. And I'm out here in the backyard. We're actually going to do a backyard camp tonight. The reason being is I have some new gear, and I have a lot riding on this gear concerning my future of bikepacking and camping. Let's take a look at the components that we have for our outdoor camp tonight for our gear testing and review. Okay, first of all, we have the Nature Hike Ultralight Monger one-person tent, the 2025 version. It comes in at under 3 pounds without the ground sheet, and I believe it's 2 pounds 10 ounces. The ground sheet comes in at a little under half a pound. Okay, the new gear, the Helinox Cot Lite. This cot and all its components comes in at under 3 pounds. It's 2 pounds and 10 or 12 ounces. To go along with the cot, we have the King Camp Pad 500, and this pad comes in at 2 pounds. When bikepacking, it's very important to pick out lightweight, high quality, durable gear. That's why I chose the Helinox Cot Lite, which to my knowledge is the lightest cot on the market. And it comes in at under 3 pounds. However, that's still 3 pounds I have to add to my bikepacking that I didn't have before. So I'll have to balance and shift a few things around. But first, let's get this tent pitched. The Nature Hike Monger Ultralight one-person tent is my go-to tent. It's great for bikepacking. It's got plenty of room for a one-person tent. It's waterproof, it's durable, and it's attractive. It breathes quite well. It was a good choice. The low tonight is only supposed to be 60 degrees, so right now I'm not going to put the rain fly on. I can always put it on later if I need to. But for this temperature and time of year, this ought to be quite nice because it has fabric part of the way up, which holds in a little bit of warmth. And then the rest of the way up is all mesh, so you get that breathability and that nice air circulating, so it ought to be perfect for tonight. Let's take a look at the Helinox Light Cot. The two poles work very much like tent poles. It utilizes shock cording. When you put out the cot surface, there's holes on each side and the poles go through. The legs for the cot articulate up. The notches go into those poles. These are the feet of the legs. One thing before we assemble this, the Helinox cot is pricey. It retails for $299.95, and you can't get it any cheaper than that anywhere. except on eBay I got this. It's a new cot. On all cots, instructions are print screened on the back. I got this cot for $100 off. It's brand new, but the reason being, I figured out on the other side there are no printed instructions. So this cot appears to be a B-stock, but I don't care. It's not hard to put together. It's pretty straightforward. I'm glad that I picked it up for $100 off. Once the poles are through the length of the entire surface of the cot, you take this loop here and you just push the hole through and the loop over. The other end's a closed end, so that makes for a nice, tight yet flexible fit. Now comes the tricky part, attaching the legs. There are 4 legs and 5 slots. The middle slot, do not attach a leg to. Just the slots, the 2 slots on either side of the middle slot. That goes right into the pole, and I'm going to demonstrate. Once you get the first leg on, the rest go on a lot easier. The best way to do it is to go vertical like that, and you just got to put a little pressure. Takes a little stretching. You might think it feels like it's going to break, but guaranteed it will not. So you want to push down. And that's what it looks like with all 4 legs attached. Here's a tip. Save all the rubber bands. Find a little bag like this, because when you go to pack up the cot, these rubber bands will make it easier. Attach them to the legs and the poles. Next, let's look at the King Camp Camp Pad 500. I gotta tell you, I'm excited about this King Camp cot pad. It looks very comfortable and it's pretty inexpensive for what you get. The dimensions of the Helinox Lite cot is 73 inches long, 72 or 73, and 23 inches wide. The dimensions of the King cot is 74 inches long and 25 inches wide. Now the Helinox says to try and find a pad with the exact same measurements. This is a little bigger, but actually it works out great. And it has these elastic bands. And on the bottom, if you can see those bumps, it helps keep the pad from sliding on the cot. And those are on all 4 corners. It's a polyester cotton blend, which will make it very comfortable. 20% cotton, 80% polyester. Now let's see how the cot fits in the tent. The tent is about 70-80 inches long and 34 inches wide. So it'll take up most of the tent, but remember, now that I'm up off the ground, there is space underneath the cot for supplies. So it definitely fits, but with not much room to spare. If you have the rain fly on, that window there will go right out to the rain fly, and that'll give you more storage space. But if you're just going to be bike packing and just need a place to sleep, this will work. Tonight I'm going to go with the Zen Bivy 40-degree quilt, 50-degree comfort rating, a real pillow. Then I got the Zen Bivy air pillow. I don't like those as much, but that one has a cushion cover. All right, we got ourselves a fire back here. In the background, you're seeing my Ogre camping light that they sent me. I did a review on it. It's on the channel, and it works great out here. Can't take it bike packing with me, but for backyard camping, it lights up that whole area. Going to talk about something pretty important right now. The reason I bought this cot is I've been bike packing now a little more than 2 years, but I've done a lot. When I started, I was at 62, at the end of 62. In 2 days, I'm going to be 64. Sleeping on the ground isn't doing it for me anymore. I used to at least be able to get some sleep, sometimes a decent night's sleep, but at least a couple hours. On my trips this past season, there have been sleepless nights. I mean, no sleep at all. Once on the Katy Trail, I had no sleep. It was pouring rain out, lightning, thunder. Then I had to ride 50 miles the next day while it was still raining. I can't have that anymore. So I'm hoping that this cot works out and is an answer, because I do not want eliminating the camping aspect. I love to wake up in nature. It's beautiful. But if I can't get any sleep, the whole experience is not going to be good. I'm not going to be at my best for filming. I'm not going to be at my best for riding, anything. So my only option, if the cot doesn't work, is I'm going to have to do the hotel motel inns. Now I do like to do that, and even if I was sleeping okay, I would fit in a hotel night to charge up my electronics for a better night's sleep in a bed, for some good food. But I'm not ready to make the jump to total hotel motel. But if this cot doesn't work out, I'm not going to have a choice. Air mattresses never did do it for me. I even bought the expensive ones. Something about sleeping on a bubble of air, not comfortable. This cot, even without the king cot pad, is comfortable. It feels more like a bed. So we'll see how it works tonight. Now I am going to go inside and eat dinner and watch some TV. This is more about gear testing and sleeping out here tonight. Also, you may hear it in the background. A few doors down is a small business district with some restaurants and some taverns. So I gotta wait until it settles down before I come out here and try to go to sleep. So when that time comes, I'll catch up with you. All right. Another quick look at the tent. I got my light up there now. Hopefully, this is going to do it tonight. Let's keep our fingers crossed. Well, hey everyone, it's Monday, October 13th, about 4 p.m. and boy, is it nice out today. 78 degrees. It feels a little cooler though. The humidity must be down. So I'll get right to it. As you know, I slept outside to try out my new cot in efforts to salvage my bikepacking camping. And I'm sorry to say I did not get good results. It's not in part due to the cot or the cot pad. They're great pieces of equipment. I'll be 64 tomorrow, and I have come to the grips that I just can't sleep outdoors anymore. I used to get 4 or 5 hours of sleep at least, which is enough, not ideal, but sometimes up to 5 and 6. Now I can't sleep at all. I came out here at 12:30 a.m. and after things quieted down a bit around the neighborhood, I just laid there waiting for sleep to come, and it never came. And I can't function like that anymore on bikepacking trips, on zero sleep, riding miles to the next destination. So camping outdoors is over for me. And I have so much equipment. Some of it I'm going to sell off. Some I'll keep. But I'm not going to quit cycling. I'll still do my rides around the neighborhood like that, and possibly more trips. But they will all be utilizing hotels, motels, inns, and hostels. I sleep in a bed in a hotel just fine. But I gave it a shot here, and I think I only really drifted off for about 20 minutes because I can remember dreaming, but it didn't last. Then I woke up, tried it again for a couple hours. So I was out here for 4 hours, a little bit longer, and sleep never came. I went in the house, made a sandwich, watched TV for a half hour, laid down on the couch, and I was asleep in 10 minutes. I have no problem sleeping. In the house, I sleep. In hotels, I sleep. So this part is over for me. It's a little bit bittersweet. The channel will be going a different direction, of course, but I'm going to keep it up. Just because I can't sleep outside or on the ground anymore doesn't mean adventures are over. I hope some people will find the review on the Helinox Cot and the King Camp cot pad useful, because both of these pieces of equipment are excellent. This pad is very, very comfortable. The cot is high-end quality. I'll probably be putting it up for sale, but I'm not sorry I bought it. So there we have it, and just got to roll with the changes. Things happen in aging. I still keep up on my health and fitness. I work out daily, so I still have a lot to look forward to. Just a little curved ball that I'm going to harness and throw in a different direction. So this is the end of the video. I am going to make another video about this, a separate video, to talk about, some aspects and some other things I'll be doing and where I'm going to take the channel. So as always, take care of yourself and take care of one another.